Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with the review of the XK K959. Now they're calling this the XK brand on Banggood, but the box says WLtoys up here, so I'm not really sure what exactly is going on with the branding. But this is a two-wheel drive, 1/12 scale desert buggy, so pretty cool look. We'll show the box here. There is an orange version, but I got green, and even though I love green, I have to admit the orange version actually looks cooler. They call it RC Climb, but I would not call this a climber in any way, especially since it's only two-wheel drive. But it is a nice off-road driver. I'm not really sure why they call it climb at all. And it is waterproof. It comes with a 1500 milliamp hour 2S LiPo, so a nice, good, powerful battery there. And it comes with a wall charger there, a little balance plug charge. Let's see, it takes about 2 hours and 15 minutes to charge, and you get about 16 minutes of runtime, so nice long runtime. It is only a brushless motor, so I would suggest breaking in the motor on your first charge. Just kind of turn it upside down on your table or whatever and run it as slow as you can to break the motor in. And then you can go out and run it and go fast with it and whatnot and not worry about burning up the motor. This is the transmitter here, which kind of looks like the Spectrum DX4 or whatever. It was like I talked about with the other WLtoys, the A959 that I reviewed. Pretty much the same transmitter, so it's pretty nice. I like it. Nice foam gripped wheel there, and it is all proportional steering, proportional throttle. And then it also comes with a little hub tool there to take your wheel nuts off and whatnot. So let's get this stuff off the table here, and we'll go ahead and get under the body. So it's kind of weird how it opens up. First, you've got two pins here. There's usually body pins there, but I got them removed just for convenience's sake. So you take off the little hood piece here, and then there's a couple more body pins on the sides here in the back, and so when you take those off, now you can lift up the back here. Oh, and this like spare wheel here is just plastic. It's not an actual usable wheel. So now you can lift up the back, and then the front kind of has a weird pivot and then comes up off of there. So now it's got this weird angle, and then it just sort of flops open. And so here we go on the inside. Let's see where. Oh yeah, the battery goes in through the bottom here, which is a little strange. There's a pin that goes through, and there's also a body pin that locks that in. So you've got to pull this pin out and then open up the bottom, and then you feed the battery cables. There's two openings, so depending on which side you want to do it from, but I think I fed it through the front here, so you still have to feed the battery cable up into the body, so I'm not really sure what the point is in loading in the bottom. I guess maybe for balance or whatever, or just more room inside the body. So then your battery cable comes up through there, and then you can plug it in here, and then it's got an on-off switch. So you'd need to do all of that first. Once you close up this frame, it's all metal reinforced, or actually I think it's plastic. Yeah, it's not metal, it's all plastic. But you can't really get at that switch once you've got it closed up. So you've got to get your battery all connected and powered on and everything, and then go ahead and close it up. There's the motor in the back there. It does have a heat sink on it, so that's pretty nice. I think that's really all there is to show under the body. So then when you close it up, you've got to make sure to get these body pins here through these holes. So kind of a little awkward there. And then you get it closed down, and then the back fits on. And so you'll see the suspension is pretty mushy. It's kind of a soft suspension. And so you'll hear it bottoming out there. And so you'll see on the bottom, it's just all scraped up. I mean, this thing was just constantly bottoming out and hitting the concrete as I was bouncing over stuff. So I feel like the suspension's maybe a little too soft. But however, when you're out on off-road and dirt and stuff, it's it's pretty, you know, reactive, and it can take some pretty hard surfaces and stay nice and stable because of that suspension. So kind of cool, but when you're on a flat surface, it definitely likes to bottom out. Let's see, what else is there to say about it? It's pretty fast. It's not super fast. I'd say maybe 25 to 30 miles an hour, something like that. It's not very good in grass. Again, just being two-wheel drive, it just doesn't really have the power to, you know, get through a thick surface like that. But, you know, out in gravel or on concrete, it gets moving pretty good. I think that's about all I got to say about it, so let's go take it for a drive. Alright, this is the run review of the XK/WLtoys K959. We'll do some speed runs over here on the concrete and then take it across the street for some off-road. So there's full speed. Pretty quick. Little shallow on the turning radius when going fast. Full speed, there's full turn, full speed. But if you slow it down, you can actually kind of drift it a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and take it across the street. Pretty mushy on the suspension, so it bounces around a bit. Not great in the grass because of the two-wheel drive, but you can do it. Bounce it around on this stuff for a bit. Whoa, that was wild. Alright, take it over in the gravel some more. Not good in the grass. It's pretty fun in the gravel though. You can get a little unruly, only two-wheel drive. Thing's pretty fun though, man. Can do this shorter grass pretty decently. It's pretty cool when it's kicking up that trail of dust and dirt behind it. Yeah, getting hung up in the grass again. Do a little more bashing around over here, trying to Do a little bit of jumping. I don't really have any great jumps for this around here. Got some pretty good speed though. Alright, well I think that was a pretty good show of what all it can do. That's the WLtoys, or I think it's also known as, KDXD, what was it, KDXD? K959, little two-wheel drive. I think it's a 1/10 scale, 1/12 scale, I forget now. Little two-wheel drive buggy. Pretty neat, pretty fast. A little bit mushy on the suspension, but that makes it pretty good in the dirt and whatnot, bouncing around. Pretty cool. Alright, we'll check the video description for price and purchase link. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.